today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Jags have taken the early. After an back to throw now in his own end zone. Going deep for Eifert. And
when you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You get the back of the end zone. So they came after him. Connect, but boy, that was force against force.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Third down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw, and he'll be the 35-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. The 20, 10, and he will get this. Our touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback, 65 yards. And the Jaguars have... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. The Jaguars, and even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he takes it. Jacksonville. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with you.
This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this 1st quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped of about 3. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 9 carries, 57 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in, and he is good. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of...
Got his man in. Jaguars. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And in. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And this is handed. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards.
First down.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the. Trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they.
And he takes it. Jacksonville. DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. And they'll begin by running the option. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Rookie running back, they team up there to pick up the first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Keelan Cole, the intended target. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. The goal line is he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats. And he will get the touchdown. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught one-handed. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's got his tight end on the corner. Go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Keelan Cole, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars had 6. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Pass interference. Defense.
So that one will be accepted. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And a skip off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he will for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, 40 yards. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. It got his man complete. 35-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been
lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Whitney merciless from his linebacker spot in to drop him in his tracks. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And now he'll turn and off his back foot. Oh, this is taken. To get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of
to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Decision can open up to even more big plays.
Give him 30 yards there.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Now a throw winds up incomplete. Keelan Cole the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Got his man. Jaguars. James Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. And now a throw here. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. The 10 right around the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say, on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw. Gonna let one fly for Rob. He's got a man. Complete. Chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, it's been a real issue for them during this game.
DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Down, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 39 yards. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go again. Shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now a deep incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their fire.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the...
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he's going to look. What a catch for the touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Jacksonville, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Houston, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.